Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Monogatari reactions. So last week I did the first half of the Monogatari OPs and I had a lot of fun. It was a very cool series to sort of see the OPs of and I really enjoyed myself. So what I'm gonna do this time is I'm going to watch the second half of the OPs. Now, a lot of you left some nice comments, and I did read the comments, but I also, when people were like describing what the series was, I didn't read those comments fully or like properly. I kind of skimmed them because, you know, if I'm doing the other half of these videos anyway, I thought I should continue this sort of like blind reaction of not really knowing what the series is about and what's going on, but some of you kind of agreed that it is quite a strange series. So anyway, we are going to be continuing right now, and the first OP that we're going to be getting to is the Otorimonogatari OP. If you want to watch the full-length reactions of these reactions, they should be on my Patreon account in the description below, so you can go check those out. Otherwise, just support the video as best you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. That stuff really does help me out and helps other people be able to find my channel, which is super helpful for my growth as a channel. So if you enjoy my channel, I've said channel about 10 times in the past 5 seconds, but I really hope that you can help me out there because I love your support and I love reading the comments. So let's get into the first one, which is the Otorimonogatari OP. Here we go. Okay, this is one of the 60 FPS ones, so I'm gonna kind of ignore that. Oh, this is the Renai Circulation girl again. Okay, great. We're back to her. Oh, it's another very chill and cute song. She's got a pencil. Is she an artist? I mean, anyone can hold a pencil. You don't have to be an artist to do that. There's the dude again. With the little spiked hair. She's at her desk. Maybe she is an artist. Again, anyone can sit at a desk, but... She's got a very cute design. And they're doing more expressions with her. Yeah, they're going through her expressions again. I think that's really cute that they have this with her. Is she gonna give another sort of ominous expression? Okay, it's not necessarily ominous. It's just, I don't know what that was. I guess that was just nice. But okay, yeah, so, alright, that was definitely an interesting... I'm gonna ignore the annotations I see on the screen, especially a certain one up there. So yeah, that was a pretty good one. It's pretty tough when, like, you know, I can't help but compare that one to Renai Circulation in my head just because, like, it's got the same girl in it. But I'm not gonna. I'm gonna treat it as its own thing. But I liked the song. It was like nice and kind of calming and a little bit strange. I mean, I couldn't really discern like a chorus in there, you know. It felt very, very strange. But the visuals kind of was like more of nothing happening than normal. Like, it felt like it was kind of retreading a lot of the old ground that Renai Circulation did, and there wasn't really anything different, except the poses were a little bit different, which I liked that they were going through like sort of different poses, because that was something I liked about the Renai Circulation one, was like at the end when it's going through all her different emotions and poses and stuff. I thought that was very cute. So them bringing that sort of thing back into the OP was very nice. But other than that, yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't really have much to say about that one. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is White Lies. This is Onimonogatari OP. It says Shinobu Time. I don't know if that's also part of this, but I think the thing's called White Lies. Oh. Whoa, what? Okay, this is a very different kind of OP. The song so far is pretty cool. Oh my gosh. Hang on. the silhouette there, it looks kind of like the girl who has the backpack, kinda. Oh my god, this is so weird. Don't tell me that's it. That's it? Hang on, okay, is that the OP for an entire, like, season? Like, an entire season of the show would have, or is that like the OP for like a one-off special or something, you know? Because like, if that was an entire season and that was the OP, that would be like very weird to see every week, I feel like. But again, I don't really know how these are split up, these OPs. Like, I don't know which of these series have how many episodes and stuff. So, because I know, like, I think some of them only have like 1 or 2 episodes maybe, or like 6 episodes. But then I'm pretty sure the first one, which is what, Bakemonogatari, is that the first one? Pretty sure that has like a substantial amount of episodes. But I'm not sure. That was a very weird one. I mean, I liked it for the idea of it. I liked seeing it once, but I don't know if I really want to watch that one again at all. Anyway, okay, next one is the Monogatari series 2nd season opening 6. Kogarashi Sentiment, it's called. So, yeah, my phone just activated there because I said what sounded like the name of the phone. But regardless, let's click play on this one. Okay. Nice little road. Whoa, this is a different animation style. Wow. This has a pretty, like, olden look to it. I don't know how to describe it. I guess this feels like an 80s or 90s feel, but with higher quality animation. Oh, this is very odd. And it's like a duet? It's kind of cool, but the way they're singing is very strange. It's a bit unsettling. Like, they're not harmonizing perfectly, and I feel like that's on purpose. But it also could just be the guy's not that great a singer. Okay, that one was kind of creepy. I really enjoyed that one. That felt unsettling, didn't it? Am I like reading into that one too much? It was just like, okay, so these two characters, I mean, the dude looked creepy, and I think it was supposed to be, because it was panning past them, and I didn't get a good look at it, but it looked like they, you know, when it panned past them and they looked different underneath, like, that they looked a little, I don't know, more sinister, possibly, or more weathered or older. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but it wasn't quite as perfect when it panned over them. And the duet there between the two of them, it sounded like the girl, it felt like the woman wasn't putting as much, wasn't putting that much emotion into her singing, and the man, was, he sounded just like a kind of creepy guy at karaoke. So those two things being put together and them harmonizing with each other, I could just imagine her standing there with dead eyes and him like really getting into it but not being able to sing. And that whole combination gave me a really weird vibe. On top of that, the guy's design looks kind of creepy a little bit, like just a little weird. But I think, you know, I've watched many of these OPs at this point. Like, I think I have these sort of expectations from these OPs at this point where I don't expect them to be just, you know, just nice, fun OPs with them hanging out, you know? Like, I expect there to be, like, an extra layer that I'm not quite getting. And so I think that's the layer, but I'm not quite sure. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is called Hanamonogatari OP. Okay, there's no name for the OP here, but Hanamonogatari. Oh, basketball. I'm already on board. Oh, it's like legit basketball. I'm a big basketball fan. Please tell me this part of the show is just a sports anime. So this could be a cute friendship or a cute relationship. Were they just making out? It might be a cute relationship. Oh, no, it's not cute. They're slapping each other. Okay, I take back everything I said. What is going on? What? Okay. Are we just gonna ignore the really weird part of the song there? Does this arc culminate in a basketball match? I would love that. Yeah, girl, go for it. Whoa! From half court? Oh, and they disappeared. What a grating ending to that. Oh my god. It just decided to end with the screeching of like someone dragging a squeaky like a squeaky trolley across the floor. You know, it was, oh man. I think that was a very intriguing one. That was a very interesting one because it like started off and it was like them hanging out on a train together. But what I wanted to comment on was one of the girls had like sort of a you know, weird looking creepy smirk, but I don't think it was creepy in the way of like, oh, it's, you know, supposed to be horror type creepy. I think it was just creepy in the way that she kind of has like a resting bitch face, and so she was just like giving this smile that I was gonna comment on. But then I was like, oh no, this might actually be either a cute friendship or like a relationship, you know, like a lesbian lovers situation. Because it looked like there was a shot with them, like one of them was sitting on the bike and they were facing away from the camera and we could only see the back of her head, but it looked like they might have been making out in front of the school or whatever. But then the music got really weird and they started like, you know, there was some domestic abuse happening in there and some other stuff. So, I suddenly was like, oh, maybe this isn't a cute relationship. Maybe this is like a cute relationship turned toxic, and now they're enemies. Now they hate each other. I don't know. I have no idea. But regardless, it took me on a range of emotions throughout that OP. Okay, we're moving on to the next one. This is Tsukimonogatari Orange Mint. It is called. All right, let's jump into it. Okay. Oh, have I seen this girl before? Maybe not in these OPs. Maybe I've just seen this girl in anime before. I said I'd seen a clip from this show. I think this girl might have been in the clip that I'd seen. This is a weird one, but I like the movement of it. I say this one's a weird one, like they're not all weird. Oh my gosh. I quite like it though, and I love her design. I love her socks. The song's a bit of a bop. Okay, I said I liked her socks, but I didn't really need a close-up of them. But maybe I did. I really like the movement. Wow, it's focusing a lot on her socks, actually. She was doing the knees dance. Well, I mean, that was nice. That was just a nice little OP. I could watch that every week if that was the OP of a show. You know, that was entertaining. The song was very calm, but I was bobbing along to it, and I liked the girl's design. There's absolutely nothing to analyze in there. She's flying through space. She's standing there. It focuses on her thighs for a bit. It like has her socks blend in with the background, and then it has all of her clothes blend in with the background. And she's just doing like a weird dance the entire time. Nothing to analyze there, but I loved it. I really loved it. So let's just move on. The next one is Owarimonogatari Opening 1, Decent Black. Okay. Alright. What girl have we got this time? Oh, it's a creepy one. I didn't like her pupils or lack thereof. Oh, this is cool. This is like a D4DJ thing. She's actually really creepy. Oh. This one's kind of scaring me. I don't like her. I don't like her eyes. I don't like the way she wears her sleeves. I don't like that she's holding onto my clock. Alright, don't pose for me. You weird me out. I'm bobbing along to the song, but I don't know if I like it. Oh, she crawls into the TV. She's like the ring girl. Oh my god. I need a shower. I don't like. Why are her eyes just black? She's definitely designed to be creepy. There's no way that they're like, oh, I'm gonna draw a really cute character here, and then they draw her. Like, she's designed to be creepy. Man, I didn't like it. Like, I didn't like her eyes. I didn't like the sleeve thing is sometimes that's a really cute thing that girls do, is like when the sleeves are too long and they're like walking with the sleeves like dangling like that. But with her, it's like she has like fucking broken wrists. Like, I don't like it, you know? And the song was just like sort of unassuming enough that I wasn't even really thinking about it while I was just taking in the girl moving back and forth. I don't know, like I feel like if that I got to imagine being like 12 years old and having that like come on my TV at midnight. My heart just stopped for a second, like thinking about that. That would have given me nightmares. Genuinely, that would have haunted me for my entire life. There's an episode of The Simpsons. This is a bit of a jump. There's an episode of The Simpsons, and you probably know what I'm talking about, but it's one where there's like an alien spotted, and the alien is like, I bring you love or whatever, and it's like this glowing green alien, and it's really, really scary for a kid. It turns out it's like Mr. Burns, and he's like radiated or whatever, and he's, I can't remember if he's like drugged up or something, but anyway, it turns out there's like a little twist there. But as a kid, I remember seeing that episode and I was terrified of it. Like, I could not watch that episode because it gave me nightmares. And I loved The Simpsons. And like this sort of thing just reminds me of that, where it's like now, you know, I can look at it and I can just be like, that's kind of creepy, but it won't affect me. But if I saw this as a kid, oh my god, I think it would. Okay, let's move on to the next one. The next one, is Owarimonogatari OP2, so it's the same series as the previous one. I wonder if it's going to be the same girl. This is called Mathemagics. Okay. Alright, this is not as creepy so far, so that's good. I really like the song so far. Like the strings here. Oh, and there's this dude. Wow, this is cool. This is like the Dark opening. If you've seen Dark, the German series. Yeah, this is very much like the Dark opening. Huh. Oh, this is so weird. But this is creeping me out slightly less. This is more of like a James Bond opening. Whoa, she became 3D. Whoa, look at that. That's kind of cool. The perfect woman, just legs. Okay. All right. That was pretty cool. Yeah, as I said, it's like James Bondy, you know, in the weird like imagery that's going on and the mirrored nature of it, and it was just sort of like poses and stuff. I liked the girl looks like she could be like the anime version of a Bond girl. I don't know why. There's something about her attitude there. Where yeah, I thought it was interesting, and I liked there was the dude in this OP with the sticking up hair. I imagine he's like a very, very important part of the series. He might be the main character of the series. Because yeah, he just shows up in these OPs every once in a while. So yeah, I imagine he's important. But this series, it makes me very curious. Like, there's a part of me that wants to really watch this series. There's a part of me that wants to react to this series. There's another part of me that wants to stay far, far away from it forever. There's a part of me that wants to watch it but not react to it because it might be too weird for me to react to. Or, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, let's just move on. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this next one is... Oops. This next one is Owarimonogatari OP3, so it's still an Owarimonogatari. It says Yuudachi Houteishiki, um, Houteishiki, yeah. Sodachi lost. I don't know which of these. I guess Yuudachi Houteishiki is probably the name of the song. Sodachi lost might be the name of the artist, or maybe the other way around. Maybe Sodachi lost is because that sounds more like a title, and Yuudachi Houteishiki sounds like a person. It doesn't matter. Let's just do it. Here we go. Oh, there's lyrics. Okay. I like reading the lyrics of this one. Is that two of the same girl? Oh, she died. Did she just kill herself? No, she's okay. Oh, she's pulling out her hair. Oh, blood. Is it the same girl? Oh my god. They're making out. Okay. This is so strange. I can't tell if it's the same girl or if they're twins. I don't know if this is cute or weird or creepy. That is a weird one. I think it was only weird because they started making out. Like, I don't know what. Okay, so I guess the best case scenario is that was just her and herself. No, I mean, I guess the best case scenario is that they're a cute couple, but they just happen to look exactly like each other. but the more likely best case scenario is that it's a girl and it's herself and she's kissing herself and that's like a metaphor for something. But I don't like. I mean, it could be a metaphor for loving yourself, but I think that's still a weird way to show that sort of metaphor, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know. Like, or they're twins, but if they're twins, I don't think they should be like open mouth kissing like that. Like that. That was a very weird thing to watch, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna need some clarification on that, OP, I think. Is that a metaphor? Is that legit? Is that as weird as it looks? Is it supposed to be weird and uncomfortable? I don't know. Okay, let's move on to the next one. We're still in Owarimonogatari. I guess Owarimonogatari goes for a while, huh? And also I'm just going to check how far we're into this. So that we're on 20 out of 23. So we're getting close to the end here. So this is OP4 Shinobu Male Schatz. I guess Schatz is part of it as well. Probably the name of the band or the name or the song. All right, let's just get into it. All right. Is this one going to be more pure imagery? It looks like, oh yeah, this is the same style as that other one. It's got that weird fairy creature. I mean, this is really cool, but I kind of don't like this sort of style. It's just a personal preference. It's very cool. I love the song though, actually. The song is epic. Yeah, I love sort of like the opera style of it. And it just ends quickly. Like that's a pretty sudden ending right there. So those ones, that's weird. That's another like really weird, like, you know, sort of weird storybook style. I don't love those sorts of like absurd, abstract stylings, you know, abstract, weird, olden storybook stylings. I just don't like that art style very much. But it's a very cool looking opening. Again, like that would be something cool to see once. I think if it was like I was watching several episodes with that OP, I might start to skip that OP just because I don't know. I don't connect with it. But anyway, let's move on. We're in Owarimonogatari Season 2. Wait, okay, so all of that was from Owarimonogatari Season 1. So now we're in Owarimonogatari Season 2, Opening 1, Terminal. So Terminal, what was the first one called? It was called Stable, I think. Is there any connection there? But like, are they purposefully naming it like that? In a whatever. Let's just click play. All right, this one's more upbeat. And it's this girl again. I like her OPs. They're always fun to watch. Yeah, I love her energy. This is just very entertaining. Aww. And she's got her own little dancing sequence. Aw, she's got a band-aid. Is that because she's always falling over? The dude's here with the hair. Ah, I like the clock dance as well. She seems like a little sister of the main character type deal. Aw, I like her OPs. I think they're cute. I think they're sweet. They're normally like quite upbeat, and they seem like they give me hope. You know, like her ones are, even though I was in her initial OP that she was in, I was like super analyzing it and being like, oh, you know, maybe she's like trapped in her own head or whatever. Like I was like giving it this sort of like dark backstory to it. But I mean, and like that may still be the case, but I just feel like her OPs are always like a respite. Like it's like a weight lifting off my shoulders as I get to one of her OPs, because I can sit back and go like, yes, now I can just relax and watch like a cute, fun anime OP of her like walking through the streets with her little backpack and doing little dances and stuff. It's cute. I like it. Okay, let's now move on to something probably a lot sadder. Next OP. This one's called Owarimonogatari Season 2. Oh my god. I don't like the way YouTube does that. Owarimonogatari Season 2 Opening 2 Dark Cherry Mystery by Kaori Mizuhashi. And my floor has started to do this. Like I've got one of those things under my chair that protects the carpet from my chair. But it is kind of garbage right now. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, that thing under my chair, I just took it out of the room. It has become actively a hazard. It was like almost cutting into my feet. So, anyway, Owarimonogatari Season 2 Opening 2 Dark Cherry Mystery. Ooh, I like the beat of this. Oh, I like the concept as well, going through these mirrors. Wow, this is really creative. Oh no, is this a creepy girl? Her... No! No, I was liking it. Then I saw the sleeves. Ah, this is a cool OP though. Oh, I like this part of the song too. Alright, yeah, this is a very cool OP. It is still creepy though. And she's like with a shadowed mirrored image of herself. Okay, alright. Okay, that was a very cool OP. The music was great. And the the music was great and the concept of it was really cool. And I liked the metaphor of like her and this like shadow version of herself. And then, like, at the end, it's like she's looking at the mirror, but then it's also a mirror that's looking back at her, and she's a mirror, and it's like this, like, going back and forth between that stuff. That's all really cool. Man, the girl's so creepy, though. You know, like, when I'm looking at it, I still just get, like, I was excited when the OP started, because I was like, okay, this looks like a kind of cute opening to a, like, thing with her going through the different mirrors and stuff. Like, I wonder which girl this is. And it turned out to be her. I would have wanted basically any other girl, just so I didn't have to look at those sleeves again. Alright, let's move on to the next. Is the next one going to be the final one or the second last one? The next one's the final one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're now doing the last... I believe it's the last one. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we're now doing the last OP, or at least the last OP that's in this playlist. Of the Monogatari OPs. I understand this playlist might be missing one or two or even more. And if it is, I'm sorry about that. You can let me know in the comments, and then maybe at a later date I can do a reaction to it, or I can like, I don't know what I'd do, but regardless, you can let me know if you want. But we are going to be doing this one. This one is Zoku Owarimonogari OP. I guess that's a different series. That's like a spin-off of Owarimonogatari. It's Zoku Owarimonogari. And it's called 07734, which is hello on a calculator if you turn it upside down. So let's jump into this final one. Here we go. There we go. Hello. That voice sounds like the voice of the sensei in Haikyuu. Levi's voice actor in Attack on Titan. Oh, it's this style again. But I like the setting more, I guess. This is really strange, this song. Wow. This is absurd. Should I be bobbing along to this? Okay. Alright. Not the one I would have expected to end on. That one. Zoku Owarimonogari. Although, keep in mind that I'm pretty sure the series is planned to still be ongoing. So I might, you know, in the future be coming back to this with like new OPs. But that's that was an interesting one where it was like a little bit, I don't know, it's so surreal. It gives me this nostalgia feeling for something, but I can't tell exactly what I'm feeling nostalgic for. I don't know. But anyway, that was Owarimonogatari. And that was the final half of the Monogatari OPs. I just did 40 minutes recording. It did not feel like 40 minutes recording. That absolutely flew by. I did have a great time watching those OPs. I find the series immensely interesting just by watching the OPs. I'm extremely curious what this sort of stuff is about, you know, because like these are some of the most intriguing OPs that I've seen, because I cannot imagine at all what the series could be about. And I can't imagine like what from an episode to episode what it would feel like. I've seen, as I said, I've seen like maybe a clip or two, and yeah, it was just like a person monologuing. I think that's all I could really remember, and I imagine that's probably a lot of the series maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't know. It's very strange. I want to see something real quick. So I was basically just looking up the author of the Monogatari series, which is Nisio Isin. And the reason I was looking them up was I was like, I wonder if I am familiar with them from anything. And they write a new manga called Cypher Academy. And I have read maybe 4 or 5 chapters of that series, and I quite enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty decent series. Very interesting series. And so maybe I have a kind of idea of the author's style of writing. But I really, like, that doesn't give me much information at all, especially because the Monogatari series, I imagine, is a light novel series. Is that the case? It was originally a series of short stories. I guess I think it's a novel series, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not gonna look too much into it because I don't want to get too much information on what the series is. But yeah, these OPs made me very curious about it. So yeah. I mean, comment down below what you think of the OPs, like what your favorite OP is. Tell me which one your favorite is. I would love to hear that. And like what characters you might like in the series. Anything about the series, like even if I don't understand what you're talking about, I still think it's fun to watch people talk about something that they're passionate about. So you can tell me all of that stuff. Obviously don't spoil anything on the series, just in case one day I do end up watching it. But yeah, anyway, regardless, thank you so much for joining me for these Monogatari OPs. I enjoyed doing them. I hope you enjoyed watching them. Please make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. That stuff all really helps. And go to my Patreon account if you want full-length early access and exclusive videos, all on there in the description below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.